guys, it's Jessica, and today I've got my Sephora VIB sale haul. I ordered my stuff online the very first day VIB Rouge could purchase, and I just got it in the mail today, so I'm excited. It's kind of perfect timing because the rest of the sale just started today, November 10th. I've tried some of these already, and some of them I'm wearing, others I haven't, so I'll be able to give you a little bit of a feel, but I will do a haul update here in like a month or so, like I've been doing here on my channel, so you can kind of get an idea of, now that I've used them, how do I like them? Because I do feel like I love doing hauls, but sometimes they're not as helpful as they could be if we all did updates. So, like I said, I bought all of this online at 20% off, and I always use Ebates when I'm shopping online. If you don't know about Ebates, they're actually sponsoring this video. I've worked with them for years. I love working with this company because this is a website that I used long before they had any idea who I was. Basically, what you do is you go to ebates.com or you download their little toolbar that pops up anytime you're on a site that is eligible for Ebates. So, for example, Sephora is, and tons of other ULTA is, Target, like everything. So what happens is when I go to Sephora, it'll pop up because I download the little toolbar, and it will say, hey, this site is 4% cash back or whatever it might be that day. And so I can click, you know, shop, and it will basically capture everything I buy in that shopping trip, and whatever my total is, 4% of that will go into my Ebates account. You get paid 4 times a year. There's nothing skeevy about it. It really, I mean, it's a genuinely good company. I've been using it for years. A lot of people I know personally use it. Other YouTubers use it. It's just a really easy site to use. It takes you 5 extra seconds, but you end up just getting essentially free money back, which is awesome. Especially as we're heading into, you know, the holiday season, and obviously there are tons of presents people buy online as well. It's just an awesome tool. So I will put my link below. They are also doing a giveaway with me, and so we are offering 2 Sephora gift cards. Each will be worth $100. If you are interested in the giveaway, my link is below to enter. I am so excited because so many of these products that I have tried are really, really good, and they'd be great ideas for you to spend that gift card on. So Ebates link is below, giveaway link is below. Let's go ahead and get into the haul. This is a lot to show you. I'm really excited. I'm trying to think of like where to begin. So I like to stock up on things that I genuinely love, so why don't I start there, because these are things I've already tried. I bought 2 of the Beauty Blender. I'm gonna be honest, like literally I bought these, and then the next morning I was using my regular Beauty Blender. These are like a nude colored one I've never used. I usually have like the pink or the black. But I thought that'd be nice because when I get foundation on it, it's not super obvious and it doesn't look gross. I don't know. But anyway, I was using my Beauty Blender and I realized, like, man, this is not doing a great job. So I literally got my L'Oreal pink one, which I can also link below, way cheaper, like half the price. And I was like, yes, because it works so well. So I was like, oh no, like I feel like now I just bought 2 more, and now I just want more of the L'Oreal one. So I'm gonna see, the pink one I was using is an older one, so I do wonder if after, you know, a year of using it, if it just maybe doesn't work as well. So I'm excited to have some fresh new ones to play with, but I kind of wish I would have only bought 1 of them. But anyway, so that's that. So another thing I bought, not for the first time, I repurchased, is the blender cleanser. I like this. I even use it for brushes. I mean, it's safe to use really on anything, but I've never had this big of a bottle. It is kind of pricey. I would never buy it full price. Even at 20% off, I was like, ugh. But I really did miss having it because I think it is an amazing cleanser, especially for sponges. I've used bar soap, like right now I'm using Dove soap for my sponges. It works pretty well, it really does, but I did miss this, so I'm excited to have this. I was gonna say in my collection. It's not really in my collection. Another repurchase was the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Eyeliner. It's waterproof, it's a felt tip. Honestly, this was like my holy grail, ride or die. I only used it, like this was the only liner I used, and finally I was like, come on, Jess, there's got to be something better out there in the drugstore for way cheaper, because it is like 20 bucks. So I discovered the NYX Epic Ink Liner, and I love it. And I've got in my ULTA cart right now, like 3 of them to buy again, because I can never find it in store anywhere. It's so weird. Anyway, but in the meantime, I was like, I kind of want to try this again and see how it compares now that I've been using that NYX one for so long. Like that's what I'm wearing today on my eyes. Anyway, so I do love this. It is waterproof. It stays on all day. It's super black. But now that I've discovered the NYX one, I'm like, do I really need to buy this anymore? But I am excited to have it. I will link the NYX one below as well if you want a more affordable option that might be better. The other thing I repurchased is this Hourglass 1.5 millimeter pack of eyeliners. Now these are not liquid. These are like a pencil retractable liner, but they are the smallest thinnest liner I've ever found, which is amazing for the waterline. So it's literally a pack of 3. It's in the shade Obsidian, which is like their dark black. They have like a dark blue, a brown. I've tried all of them and they're all really good, but the black, I mean, is just what I wear every day. And it's so pricey. Like you can buy one of these, I think at like $18, which I think is a lot. And of course this pack was way more. But of course with the 20% off, I'm like, well, it is a better deal. And I'm constantly rebuying this. So I was so excited to finally buy the 3-pack. I'm hoping this lasts me a while because I feel like I fly through these. But they're so creamy. They're amazingly quick for the waterline. You can do the thinnest line. Oh, it is the best pencil liner ever. Okay, I don't think anything else is a repurchase. All of these are new to me. These are the things I'm like really excited about. Let's start. I only bought one eyeshadow palette. I was very proud of myself. And it's what I'm wearing on my eyes today. This is the Huda. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how to say it. I think it's Huda Beauty, but I've also heard people say Huda Beauty. I'm like, what is it? Like, why don't we know? Anyway, it's the Desert Dusk palette. This is something I was not even on my radar. And I don't know what it was about it, but as I was looking at it and then I looked up swatches, I was like, I feel like it's just different for me. Like some of the warmer tones aren't that different, but like the purples, I am spitting everywhere. The purples and just like this shade Cosmo is pure glitter. I don't even want to swatch it. I can't use it. Like, I don't know how people use it because obviously you can use a glitter primer, you can use setting spray, like all these different things, but I'm like, that is way too much work. I'm not ever gonna do it. So I kind of swatched it and I was like, oh, it's just like dry glitter everywhere. Fine, I'll do it. Okay, so it's like just glitter and it's just like pure, I mean, it feels like cheap dry glitter. Now, I'm not saying this is cheap. I'm just saying this isn't, it's only the one shade that's like this and it's just not up my alley. I love the color though. I'm wearing Angelic all over my lid. I'm wearing Amber in the crease and on my lower lash line. I kind of blended it with Desert Sand and Musk a little bit. That's pretty much it. But I really like it. I've only used it obviously today, but I'm just digging it. I'm digging the look on my eyes today. It's not insanely different for me, but it is a little bit more dramatic than I usually do. And I'm digging it. Also, are you guys liking my shirt? Please let me, it is full on Nickelodeon. Hey Arnold and Rugrats, my 2 favorite shows like of all time. This is totally a guy's shirt. I don't care. Is this palette worth the price tag? It's certainly creamy and buttery. Like the mattes are nice, the shimmers are nice. The only weird shade is just that glitter, but I know some people really like that. I don't know. I feel like there are better, I feel like there are palettes out there that are just as good. This might be a step better, but it is still really pricey. So like, if you don't own any expensive palettes or you have a gift card and you're like, I just want to buy one, I don't think this would be the one I'd recommend. I'd still recommend like a Naked palette or the Chocolate Bar palette because I feel like those are more versatile for every day and they still have some fun pops of colors, whereas this, they do have some great neutrals in here, but I don't know. I guess it's just what is your cup of tea? That's what you've got to keep in mind, but I do like it. And if I didn't mention, I'll link all of these below. I'm gonna be jumping all around. I've got so many different things. I've probably got like 15 more items to show you. I wanted to show you this perfume. It's from Nest and it's the smell Indigo. I have never in my life smelled a smell like this. I really have not. It's just a really cool kind of different bottle. Like one side's kind of a matte, like almost sticker. The other side's really pretty. It smells like sweet laundry, but like sexy. Like it's, I don't know how to describe it. It's so mysterious to me. Maybe that's the word. It's such a mysterious scent, but it's sweet as well. If you've not smelled this, don't just order it, go smell it, and then you'll probably want to order it. Like this has been on my wish list for 6 months and I'm like, should I buy it? And I'm like, no, Jessica, you don't need it. But this was the time that I was like, I'm buying it. I don't care. I love it. It's so different than anything I've ever owned. And I just think it's just such a mysterious, wonderfully sweet and deep scent. I think you'll like it. But it's not heavy. I think that's what I like. It's deep, but it's not heavy. Like some things are like, whoa, that's way too much. But this is still like airy somehow. It's the weirdest thing. All right, next up, something I'm just tired of hearing about, I needed to try for myself, is the Smashbox Primerizer. Primer and moisturizer. And it's got hyaluronic acid and niacinamide. And I love, well, my skin, I feel like just loves those. And this is so up my alley, like something that is a primer and moisturizer in one, like it reminds me of my Origins one that I love so much. What is it called? Oh, it's the Original Skin Matte Moisturizer. I feel like this is like a very similar idea where they can both be a primer, but they're also a moisturizer. I love this. I'm hoping to love this as well. I like that this has a pump. Also, if you haven't picked up, like, this is old setup. Like, I rearranged my room to have a genuine workstation, and let me know below if you want me to do like an official tour of this room, like in depth, not just like an overview, and I can do an official tour. But I now have like a workstation, and I finally freaking got my YouTube play button for 100,000 subscribers. I'm now at like over 400,000. It's taken this long. It's a whole long story, and I had to like talk with YouTube and figure it out, but they got it figured out, and I finally got it because I was like, what happened? Like, why didn't I get it? Like, everyone else got it. So I'm so like proud of it and so excited to have it. So it's like above my workstation with my computer for editing, etc. So, but now I've got like my old school setup back here, and it just makes my heart so happy. Like, it genuinely does. Anyway, okay, so very pumped about the Smashbox Primerizer. I totally got off on a tangent. Hold on, I want to spray myself, even though I'm just in a t-shirt. Oh my gosh. All right, what I used in my hair today is this Briogeo Curl Charisma. I'm replacing my Russe wired flexible styling cream that I was just talking about in a video. I don't even remember which one. And it's my favorite like cream to get my hair to its natural state, like, you know, but look better and not frizzy. So I tried this today for the very first time, and I feel like it did the same. I think it's a little bit flatter, but I think it's because I let my hair air dry more than, like, usually I blow dry it earlier, but it was kind of drying just through the air most of the way, and that usually makes it a little more limp. But I liked it so far. I want to try it more. I don't think I can give my stamp of approval yet, but it smells nice. Briogeo products always have a light, nice fragrance, which I kind of appreciate. Nothing too heavy, but it does smell nice. Ooh, something I used today to put on these luscious lashes was this little thing. Again, I was tired of hearing people tell me about it. I wanted to try it myself. It's the Tarte Little Lash Helper. Do I think it totally transformed my lash game? No. Do I need more practice in wearing fake lashes? Yes. So that's probably a bigger part of it. But I felt like I ended up, you know, applying it and then still needing to hold it down. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's one of those things that you just go plop and it's like miraculous. But again, I need more practice. Not only just with this, but just generally in putting on lashes. I used to be so good at it back when I wore them in shows, and I don't wear them as much, and I'm trying to wear them more because I do feel like they make a difference, like in videos. I don't wear them to work, but not that there's anything wrong with that. But anyway, so I mean, it's fun. I think it's pretty cool. Again, I don't think I would have bought it full price. I liked getting the 20% off on it. That's pretty cool. If you really struggle, I think it would help you. I've tried it with tweezers. No, like I've like ripped my lashes, I've like poked myself in the eye, but these aren't sharp or anything, which I think is pretty cool. Okay, next thing. Okay, this is a weird thing. These were in the box of stuff I ordered, and actually it was 2 different orders. I didn't order these, and I'm looking up the price and I'm like, dang, like these were not cheap. They were just in the box, and Sephora has no idea who I am. It's not like that. Like, it was through my regular Sephora account, but I was like, I'm not saying anything. So it was this brand, Kapari, and this is their Lip Love. Holy crap. I put this on this morning. I swear to you, I had like the driest lips the past 4 days, and I've done like scrubs. I'm like, man, nothing's helping. What's going on with my lips? So I'm like chugging water thinking that's gonna solve the problem. It hasn't yet. But so I put this on, I'm like, I wonder if it's any good. I have never worn something like this on my lips. This is the crazy, it's like insanely oily, if you will. Oh, I feel like I just wasted a bunch. So it's a creamy, almost gloss-like, but oh my gosh, it's like coconut, but like better. Like it's just an amazing smell. Like I can't describe it. It's not cheesy coconut. It smells good. And it just, like, I swear to you, I feel like it healed it. Like, I got this came in yesterday. I literally feel like it just healed it overnight. And I was like, what is this stuff? So then I realized, and I haven't even opened this yet, they had also sent this 3-pack, but I think it's like, yeah, they're tinted. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So there's Mai Tai, which is kind of like a peachy. There's Hibiscus, Pinkinis. And obviously the more you spread it out, the more it's gonna sheer out, like anything like this. But it is more tinted than I thought it would be, which is kind of fun because I feel like this is just one of those things that they're so comfortable for my lips, so I assume and hope they're good for my lips. And so it's kind of nice to have different color options. I can throw some in my purse, leave one at work, things like that. So this is awesome. What a happy mistake. I don't know how it happened, but this whole kit is called their Coconut Kiss Kit. So I'll link it below, but don't know how it happened. So thankful it happened. So some of these were purchased. Oh. Do you want to know about a disappointing one? And this, I'm like genuinely sad. I've been waiting to buy a Tom Ford product for forever. Forever. So I finally bit the bullet and I bought one of their eyeshadow palettes. I was pumped. Like when I opened this box, this was the first thing I grabbed out because I was dying to swatch it and see it in person. I picked out, and maybe this was my first mistake, I picked out the palette Orchid Haze. Packaging beautiful. There's like the little velour thing in here that says Tom Ford. Awesome. So there's like the gold bar on the bottom. So you open it up. These are the shades. I'm like, those are just wearable shades. Well, to be honest, when I looked at them online, I'm like, oh yeah, like perfect. I would travel with it because I was thinking if I'm going to buy an expensive palette that's small, I want it to be great colors for travel that I could wear all the time. So I thought this looks pretty good. I've never been so disappointed in my whole life. How is this as expensive? You guys are gonna die when you see this. Okay, the dark shade, pretty good. The next shade, kind of weird. And then the next two are literally nothing. Nothing. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be so buttery. So I'm like, oh yeah. So then I'm trying it with brushes. No difference. I'm like, what in the heck? Like, who are they trying to pull the wool over here? I feel like an idiot. So this is being returned and I'm so genuinely upset because this is something like this, I don't know. I'm just so, like, I know there are big YouTubers that love the Tom Ford quads. I don't get it. And now I feel like I was being lied to, but I would see swatches and they were good. So I know that like they're really glittery, shimmery palettes, which now I want to like swap for, but then I'm like, do I even want to spend the money on it, you know? But I know like there's that one that's like crazy glittery and shimmery and it's gorgeous. I've seen swatches and in all fairness, I hadn't seen swatches of this one. I should have known, but you'd think at that freaking price tag, can you tell I'm like genuinely upset? Like I really am. So boo, Tom Ford, boo to you. Really, truly, boo. Get out of here, fly. So the next thing I got was only because Lola Lynn here on YouTube, who I met once in person, and she was so absolutely lovely. And I felt so bad because like I know her name's Laura, and when I saw her, it was like at a Starbucks, and I was like, hey, and she's like, hey, Jessica, how are you? And I'm like, good. And then we're like talking, and then I said, Lola Lynn, like I couldn't remember her actual name, and I felt like such a heel because I was like, I know her name, like I watch all of her videos, and it was just one of those brain farts, and I felt so bad because I didn't want her to feel like, I don't know. You guys know what I mean? Anyway, she was lovely. But in one of her recent videos, she was talking about the Sephora, like it's their volume effect lip gloss. I'll link it below, but it's in the shade Outrageous. It is gorgeous. I put it on, it's not what I'm wearing today, obviously, because it's just a nice kind of peachy nude. It does give that plumping feel. Now, she was talking about how like people she knows will be like, oh my gosh, like did you get fillers, whatever. My lips are already decently big, so I'm always like, I don't want it to look too much bigger, but I mean, healthy plump is nice. So I like the tingly feeling. I didn't really notice yet if there is a true plumping effect, but I love the shade Outrageous. It's such a perfect everyday. It looks beautiful on its own. And if you like that tingling feeling, you'd like this. And she was saying it's a total dupe for the Dior like lip maximizer, but that's like double the price of this, which yay for dupes. And I think that was still like $12 or $14, so it's still not drugstore price, although drugstore prices are totally creeping up towards that. The next thing I got to try is the Urban Decay Velvetizer. Again, everyone was talking about it. I'm like, now's the time. It is cool packaging. It's like the little velvet kind of feel, although that just made me feel like nails on a chalkboard. So the idea is that you can mix it with foundation. I've seen people put it under foundation, and it just seems to create this like really satiny, blurry kind of effect. I'm like, that's so cool. So I just wanted to give it a try. Kind of fun. It says UD on the sifter. I had oil on my hand from I think like that lip gloss, and it just like completely like pilled up. That's so gross. I mean, obviously you're not putting it on over, and that's the idea. So I'm so curious. Again, wait for that haul update video here in about a month on my channel, because I will try these all out numerous times and let you guys know how I feel. So I got 2 brushes. This, okay, this is the Sephora Pro Airbrush Concealer. I love brushes like this for my concealer. I just noticed that they're so quick, and there's one, I think it's a Delium Tools one that I love, but when it's dirty, like when I've been using it for like a week or 2 and I'm like, okay, it's time to for real clean it. I didn't have like a secondary brush to kind of use in the meantime. So I was really excited to see this. It's just like it. It's just kind of fakey synthetic feel, but it's perfect for concealer because it just kind of blends it quickly. You don't have to get a sponge dirty. You don't have to use your fingers. It's absolutely awesome. So I was so excited about that. Feels super soft. And then I also bought, just because it looked different, the Anastasia A23. And it's their like, I want to say it was like their targeted highlight blush, something like that. Brush, not blush. It's pinched in, which I didn't realize this when I bought it. It's pinched in, but then it fans out. Do you guys see it? So it's fanned out and then it's pinched in. So it's kind of perfect for just applying it just to the areas that you want it. I thought that was neat because I've tried fan brushes and I feel like that just gets everywhere. And then bigger brushes, it really gets everywhere. So this is kind of right in between, and I really thought that was cool. So I'll have to let you know. I also bought, because Ingrid from, well, it was like Miss Glamorazzi. I don't know if she still goes with that, but Ingrid Nielsen here on YouTube has loved this for years, and I've just never tried it. It's the NARS Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. At least I think this is the one she always used. It was bigger than I thought. I used it today for the shadow. I do feel like it stayed on all day. It's just kind of a white, but it becomes mostly translucent when you blend it in. Classic eyeshadow base. I really don't own ones like this anymore. I always have like the thick creams that you kind of squeeze out. So I'm excited to try one of these that's supposedly really good and see how I like it, because I don't feel like I've found any in this format that I do like. So again, it's super pricey, so I'll have to let you know how it performs. So I also picked up the Urban Decay Afterglow highlight. A lot of people are talking about this recently. However, mine came freaking broken. Now, it's not terrible, but it's kind of one of those things that I'm like, since I'm already returning the Dior, I might return this and buy a new one. It's like coming out of the pan here and it was cracked there. Now, I did try it. I'm wearing it today. I just kind of applied it lightly, but here, why don't I apply a little bit more? I'll use my new Anastasia brush, but it's in the shade Sin. I can't see what I'm doing, so I'm really hoping. Yeah, that looks amazing. I mean, again, it's like see it from space kind of a highlight. Oh my gosh. I just put it on my upper lip. I didn't even like get it in the Cupid's bow, just right on the lip. So it's a really pretty shade. It really is. And I think I still do want to own it, but I think I'm going to return this one. Hopefully get a better one since I'm already returning the Dior thing. I think if I weren't, I'd probably just keep it, repress it, make it work. But since I'm already doing it, I might as well keep the train rolling and get a fresh one because it was still expensive, you know? I think we deserve a brand new one, not a broken one. Not that it's Sephora's fault, but anyway, okay. Next up, okay, those are samples. I'll show the samples at the end. This is something that swept me off my feet. This is the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Eye. I'd had a sample forever, and I just did like a travel size declutter video, which again, I can link below. And this was one of the things that I was like, it was almost gone. I loved traveling with it in the winter because it's such a luxurious eye cream. And I just feel like it works. I feel like it moisturizes really well and it just feels good on your under eye. And I just put it all the way around, 360. Anyway, but it was a tiny one and I finally used it up. I put it in my bathroom and used it up because it was almost gone. I finally bought the full size. I just love it. It feels amazing on my under eye and I feel like I notice a difference when I'm using this versus other eye creams. And it's really one of the first eye creams I felt that strongly about. Like I feel like other ones I try and I use up and I'm like, it was pretty good, I think, you know, but this is one that I feel like I do notice a noticeable difference. Now, are my fine lines magically gone? No. I don't think that's ever gonna happen and that's fine. But I just feel like they're moisturized. Like I tend to get dry skin sometimes in the winter, especially on my like lid. And this I had recently and a lot of you guys were commenting different things, but I ended up using the rest of that sample and it like healed it up. So love this stuff. Okay, the next thing I'm trying out is from Way. It's their Memory Mist. I haven't heard anyone talk about it. In my head, it's gonna be like a texture spray. Oh, it's a heat protectant. Oops. Oops. It says, for use before you style, this multitasking priming spray adds heat protection, shine, and long-lasting memory to any look, curls and blowouts. See, that's still going to be good though. Using a one-of-a-kind formula, the lightweight spray memorizes your hair's shape and texture until your next shampoo. I feel like you could still use it as a texturizing spray. I'll have to let you know. I'll use it as a heat protectant, but I don't do my hair where like I heat style it all the time other than blow drying, which is heat styling, but I feel like it's not quite as bad as like irons and things like that, straighteners. It's not quite as direct, I guess I'm saying. So I will let you know. I'm kind of sad though. They have a texturizing spray. I knew I should have just gotten that, but I might still try it anyway and let you guys know. I also bought from Kiehl's, because I was just on a kick, their creme de coeur. It's expensive. I'm gonna be very clear with you. But I suffer from the itchiest legs. And I've tried and I know a lot of you guys are like, do you have eczema? And I'm like, I don't think I do. I haven't gone to a dermatologist to ask because it's not to that point where I feel like it's that bad. But I've used some anti-itch lotions. They usually work. But I feel like it's really just, it only happens in the winter. I think it's just dry skin and then I just subconsciously itch it. So a lot of people have said they just love this. It's so moisturizing. And so I figured it's worth a try. And I think if this doesn't work, then I might. But again, like it's not so bad that I've got like scabs and stuff like that. It's just kind of uncomfortable. Like as I'm going to bed, the sheets will hit my legs and tickle them and I just want to itch them, that kind of a thing. So anyway, total tangent, but it's insanely expensive. So I'm very intrigued to try this out and let you guys know if it lives up to the hype, because a lot of people swear by this stuff, which means they're buying it all the time. And I'm like, that's a lot of money for a body lotion essentially. So I will let you know if it's worth it. I almost hope it's not. But then again, of course, I hope it is because I spent the money. But if it is, that means I'm going to want it again. Next thing is this set. Now this, I don't think I bought. I think it was with points. I bought it. There are 4 products in here from Peter Thomas Roth. I bought it just for 1 product because it was already in my loves like wish list. And then I saw it was a part of this and I'm like, perfect, because I haven't tried it. And so I thought, well, this is kind of the perfect way to try it. So it's a little set of 4 things. So it's got the anti-aging cleansing gel. And we're traveling like 2 different times this like over the holidays, so I'm totally gonna use these. This is their hyaluronic cloud cream. This is not why I bought it, but I'm very excited to try that because like I mentioned, the hyaluronic acid my skin just loves. It drinks it up. Oh, this is the thing. So then it also comes with their Irish Moor Mud Purifying Black Mask, which I'm excited to try. I'm just curious. This is what I wanted. This is their Firm X Peeling Gel. And it says you visibly roll and lift, and I can't read this, visibly roll, lift, roll, they don't have commas. You'll visibly roll, lift, and sweep away dead skin cells when massaged onto skin. Multi-action enzymes and cellulose help uncover a smooth, fresh, new complexion. I just want to see this in action. I'm so curious about this. And I think it's perfect to try it because if I hate it, I don't want a big old thing that I'm not going to use considering it's expensive. So this was, I want to say, probably a 500 point perk. I'm embarrassed that I have as many points as I do. I really am. I mean, I get it. It's my job, but I'm still like, oh my gosh. It's awesome. But then there's a lot of times that I'm like none of those look good. But right now they have a lot of really good ones. The other samples I picked up, the other ones I got were like little perfume ones and little packets of things. I didn't think those were really worth showing. But these 2 were like legit 100 point perks. This is the Nest, so that same brand as the Indigo one, but it's in Black Tulip. Let's smell this. Because I thought that's actually an insane deal considering this fragrance is expensive and it's a rollerball. See, they come up with the craziest fragrances. This one's a little bit more musky than the other. But again, it still smells fresh and sweet. So it's like the perfect like winter. I'm excited to have this in travels. That's perfect. And then also, this isn't expensive, the Sunday Riley CEO moisturizer. It's C and E, so vitamin C, E, and then antioxidant, that's the O, moisturizer. I've just heard amazing things about Sunday Riley in general. I was just recently talking about how I really want to try their, what's the one? You guys know it. Not the Luna. I mean, I want to try all of their products, but it's the like lactic acid treatment. I'll put it on the screen. You guys are probably screaming at the screen right now. Anyway, and so I'm thinking about, they're like, you guys told me about kits they have with that in it, and so I'm like, perfect. But this was a 100 point perk. I'm just curious. It smells like it smells like orange sherbet. Holy moly. Oh, that smells so good. So I'm totally in for trying this considering how ridiculously expensive Sunday Riley products are. So those were all of the items I got in my Sephora VIB sale this time around. I will link last year's. I think I did like a Sephora VIB like recommendations video. I didn't do one this year. I had meant to, it just didn't happen. But I will link that below because I still stand by anything I recommended in that video. They're probably still available at Sephora. So I'll link that if you're wanting more ideas or if you just like watching hauls and talking about makeup. That's what I like doing too. But like I said, if you want to enter the $100 gift card giveaways, the link is below. Don't forget to use Ebates when you're shopping online. And thank you, Ebates, for working with me again. I love working with you. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up. Comment below with your favorite item that I hauled. If you've used any of these, let me know your thoughts below. I'm just curious, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are curious, so if there's something you had your eye on, check the comments, see if someone else is already talking about it. Thumbs up the comments you agree with. We'll get that conversation going. Other than that, I hope that you will subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. And stay tuned for my haul update in a month. Bye, guys.